Good day and temple pona. Welcome back to another stream. I'm Black Ice Octo, and today I'm back. Back in black. Yes, I'm back. Yeah. That's all. But yeah, no. I was gone for the last month and a bit, month and a week. Guess it is. Just because I had some stuff to take care of, and also I was just very tired. Not from this specifically, just tired in general. And so I took a break, and now I'm back, and I'm gonna do stuff again. I've already started doing stuff again. Just uploaded a short, not a short video. Like, seconds. It's just a meme because over my break I got back into Kimono Friends. Yeah, so if we don't know, Kimono Friends is a multimedia franchise from Japan about I guess, well, it's about a place called Japari Park. And years ago, I think in the anime and in the media closely related to the anime, it's been like over 2,000 years, but like in the original game and the stuff related to that original game, so that's Kimono Friends, the next song game, and Kimono Friends 3, and Kimono Friends Pavilion, I think it's called. That stuff is when it's still open, so the volcanic eruption happened like relatively recently. But regardless, yeah, basically Japari Park is a place where a volcano erupted, and instead of lava coming out, funny stuff called Thunderstar came out, and it turned all the animals into anime girls. And it's very cute. And it's got the original anime has got a lot of heart. I'm currently obsessed with the mobile game. Well, the latest one, it's Kingdom, Kimono Friends Kingdom, which is not set in Japari Park. It's set into a different place called the Kingdom, because each of the biomes, each of the zones has a king, like King Cobra and King Cheetah and elephant, African elephant. But yes, it's a very cute series, and it's a sort of stuff that you instantly get obsessed with, and obviously the first time I watched it when it came out, I did not yet know Tokipona, but now I know Tokipona, and I rewatched the original anime. Ibis was introduced, and she's like, Watashi Toki, and I'm like, Waso Toki, heh, 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 because she sings a lot, and I know, like, singing is usually Kalama or Kalamamushi, because, you know, that sound specifically. But, like, the Ibis's Japanese name is Toki, and she's a friend who sings, and her role in the media is usually she'll be the one to tell people about stuff, like obviously in the original anime. She goes around advertising Llama's cafe, and in Kingdom, not this latest event, but the event before it, Beach's first dream, I think it's called. Toki is the one who tells all the friends about the treasure. So, you know, her role is generally telling people about stuff. So, I mean, it's not strictly correct. Like, if you want to have the bird who sings, then Russell Kalama would work better, but just Russell Toki. Turkey, you know. So yeah. Anyway, yeah, coming up in this brain rot, it has wormed its way into my head over my ink, and it is not letting go at all. Like, goodness me. So expect me to make a couple things about criminal friends in the future, probably, if I can get stuff sorted. I know. It depends, but I probably will, so expect more of that. Probably a bit more, structured, and a bit longer than that. I mean, that just thunderbolt of inspiration, had to get it out. That's done. Anyway, anything else notable that happened over the break? Can't think of anything. Suppose if a lot happened over the break, it wouldn't be a break. And I guess people use breaks to go places, I suppose. Went for a walk with family, that was nice, but, you know, nothing notable, I suppose. Saw some birds, it was nice. Got wet. Got a new umbrella, that's nice. It was a gift. I do like umbrellas. Yeah, I guess that's everything that's happened. With me, at least. There's a lot of stuff that's been happening around them. Like, if you're watching me, you're probably a fan of YouTubers, so you probably know that Advent debuted. Advent was announced and debuted during my break. They're neat. Been watching Sharou and the twins from Octo. They're cute. I like them. Not subscribed because I'm not. Because I'd like to watch them, but honestly, time zones just ain't matching up. I just not there, mate. But well, I'll enjoy their clips and I'll watch their vlogs occasionally. Aside from that, anything else that happened? Can't think of anything. So I guess I'll just chat about future stuff, I suppose. If you're following my Twitter, got a hat. Very nice. True Moon Note, yes, True Moon Note. Got her hat. Very happy with that. Don't wear hats a lot, but it's a nice hat. And I'm also working on cooking another thing related to that. But I shan't give it away right now. But I am very happy with that. Other stuff I'm working on, I think thinking of streaming more, I suppose. Streaming more stuff, probably art and stuff, because I like drawing. Got a whole pen tablet and everything, and obviously all my assets and myself and all of that sort of stuff is all done by me, obviously. So obviously I don't like drawing, but I've not really done a lot of it, so I was thinking of just streaming me drawing fan art. Because I like fan art, but I'm very unmotivated, if I'm honest. Sort of person who to run into a problem and then like, well, guess that's it for today, and then get motivated randomly just before bed from there, shirtless, sitting at the sewing machine, doing something for hours. Just that. I'm like, I shouldn't have done that, because I am very much a morning person, so I won't say I regret it, because I do like my late night shirtless sessions, but my body doesn't appreciate it, but get stuff done. Anyway, yes, drawing. I got a bunch of stuff I want to draw. Actually, one thing I think I did discover over my break, Shaker? Giant dating game. Giant dating sim? which is it? It's can't remember. It's like Safe Haven's debut game. It's coming out at some point in the future. They just set up their account, so it'll probably be a good few months, possibly even years. It's a visual novel, so it likely won't be forever, but at the same time, you know, game development, am I right or am I right? So, yeah. But it looks very interesting, sort of some size artist I follow. I mean, it's getting traction in that sort of community because of course it is. Of course the macrophiles being me, are going to take interest in the funny giantess dating sim. But yes, it looks very interesting. It's a horror game, psychological game, more than a fetish game. Yes, dating sim. It's I remember them talking about them being the head developer, talking about how they wanted to make. Obviously, it's a game based around their tastes, but it's something more than that. Yes, like the fetish part will be very little. It's more about the horror and the psychological vibes, you know, stuff that makes media great. I love the art style. It's like, you know, those sketchy horror sorts, that sort of style, like I can't remember, Dova? I'm definitely misremembering the name. You know, the They Don't Know, Dances in the Corner guy, that series of horror stuff, that sort of art style. And I know that, you know, I'm talking about the sketchy animation, very great. That sort of art style looks very nice. Very looking forward to what they're doing. I watch their career with great interest. Anyway, I was talking about doing fan art. I want to do fan art of that. I'm part of the Discord, and the idea for fan art I had was beans, because the Not Safe for Work channel has been overrun with beans, and I think that's quite amusing. So, yes, that's the idea. Draw the cast eating beans, but like, you know, because most of the cast has been shrunken to yay high, like some or some, obviously they're getting them like burgers and stuff, and I think that'll look cute. What else? Oh yeah, obviously if you didn't know, I'm a fan of Nini Fanny, particularly Asaria. Gonna miss Nina, but I wanted to do some fan art of Millie and Enna, because I like them, I enjoy watching them, and I've got some ideas for what I do for that fan art. So yes, what else is there? Oh yeah, and obviously original stuff. Obviously, I like animals. I mean, I watch Komodo Friends. I am literally an octopus penguin instead of a normal ass person. I do think I like nature. Used to want to be a biologist, but life happened. Dreams crushed. You know how it is. But one animal, I still take an interest in that sort of stuff, so I discover animals fairly regularly. And one animal that I recently learned about is the chimera, as in straight up chimera, also known as the rabbit fish, not to be confused with the rabbit fish, also known as the elephant fish, not to be confused with the elephant fish, also known as the rat fish. Yes, you can tell why it's called the chimera. I don't have an image of it right with me, but it's a funny looking, relatively deep sea, not super deep sea, but you know, more deep sea than not. You know, its eyes are massive and black and look ooky spooky, that sort of thing. Yeah. Anyway, chimera's great. Love that. Love the fact that it's got so many names. So many ideas for good drinkers, making anime girls of that. So many ideas from chimera, can do so much with that. I've got basic design, love to do a full illustration of that. Speaking of, I really don't tend to do illustrations. Like, I've done a lot of character sheets, but I'm no poser. No, I don't do poses often, not proper poses. Need to practice them more, and I don't fully illustrate a lot of stuff, which again, I need to do more, so I'll probably do them on the stream. So yeah, I wanted to do an illustration of the catfish, a chimera fish. Chimera the fish, it's not called a chimera fish. The chimera that I designed, I know, think it'd be nice, probably post it on Twitter, maybe on Tumblr too. I don't know, I have a Tumblr account, but I don't really use it. What else is there to talk about? Sorry, actually, let's just talk about that sort of stuff. I brought it up, chimera, they're great, I love them. They're like, as I said, they're deep sea fish, but like, they got these patterns, they got stripes and spots. Ain't that wild? Very few animals have that. But the stripes, they're sort of connected and they go all over its body, so it looks sort of patchwork, which is quite cool. Should actually talk about what they are. From a base, chimera fish are a type of cartilaginous fish, which is to say, like rays and sharks. No bones, just cartilage. They're deep sea, so their eyes are big and wide, and they, obviously like sharks, they have electro sense, whatever it's properly called. Yes, they have that, and you're gonna see their sensors, like they look like little freckles on their face. It's cute as heck. Anyway, yeah, and there's 3 main groups of them. I can't remember what level of specification they are, but like long nose, short nose, and t'other one, which I cannot remember the name of. But yes, they're great. They mostly eat shelled stuff like shellfish and crabs, which means they got buck teeth, ostensibly, not actually teeth. It's actually one big bone plate, closer to probably the tuatara. Well, not that close, since the tuatara's thing is like bone, like actual bone, whereas the plate is an actual bone. It's like just hard cartilage, probably. I don't actually know what material it's made of. But yeah, they use that to like crush their food. Some varieties have big noses, which they use to obviously sense for stuff, but also disturb the seabed and uncover their prey. They usually have, most varieties have long rat-like tails. That bone plate looks like buck teeth, which is why they're called rabbitfish. The long tail, why they're called ratfish. The nose, long nose, elephant fish. And the patchwork, and the fact that they got all of these different things, and all these names, chimera. That's how they got all their names. And obviously the patchwork, big eyes, mostly pale white with black markings, look spooky, thus spookfish. They got a lot of common names. But yes, they're great, I love them. Also their spine is like a bee sting. Like they got a spinal spine, as in a spine on their spinal fin, the fin on their back, big one. But it's hecking venomous, and like it breaks off and then they regrow it, which is wild, absolutely wild. Anyway, yeah. I've become obsessed with them recently. Let's bring it back now, young, and talk about kimono friends more, because I want to. Isn't it wild how, like, characters get got? Like, they don't die in kimono friends, but, there's, like, I don't think there's been, like, an on-screen de-kimono, defriending, re-kimonoing, because, like, when they get eaten by a cerulean, or, killed, or, well, not killed, but, like, inflicted with enough physical trauma that would kill them, normally, were they not a friend. But also more than that, because they've been shown to be sturdier than normal, like, get run over and stuff, and fall great heights, and they're fine. Laugh it off. Just walk it off, mate. But yeah, like, we do know that, like, ceruleans, like, the threat of ceruleans isn't usually shown on screen, but, like, you'll hear, like, in the first episode of the anime, like, you hear Aardwolf scream, and then, like, when they get there, no one's there, got eaten, and then in the last episode of the first season, they show Aardwolf just there, like, as an actual Aardwolf instead of a friend. Like, no, they got. And then Aardwolf appears in the second season. I've not actually watched the second season, but I have read the manga, and I do know in the manga, they give Aardwolf PTSD over ceruleans. Like, they are not happy, they are not with it, mate, they are going through it. Dogs in Criminal Friends they just go through it. Like, as I just said, Aardwolf gets got. Just gets unfriended, loses all their memory, and gets trauma about it. Just absolutely not having, just came out here to eat ants and make friends, and they're just feeling so attacked right now. But also, like, domestic dog, just that whole thing is just sad. They're just there now, they're just gonna wait for someone, and Kieran's probably the last actual human alive, so guess domestic dog's just gonna be waiting for a long time. Wild dog rather, just gets bodied by the black cerulean, but they shake it off. Prairie dog's fine. They're just chilling, making out with everyone they see and making houses with Beaver. Prairie dogs living their life. The one's generally a bit fine. But yeah, no, a lot of the dogs just go through it. Also, yeah, as I said, I've not watched the anime, but I have read the manga of the second season. So I've heard things about the anime which are generally unflattering. Like, I read the manga first before hearing anything about the second season, so like, I hear that it's improved stuff, and then I go, oh, it's can't be that bad. Like, for example, in the manga, the beast, Siberian tiger, I believe she is, she's not fully friended. Not enough Sandstar in her system. Someone give her some milk. She really needs it. In the manga, she shows up occasionally, and is generally aggressive, but like clearer that wrong, aggressive and such. Like, usually attacks civilians, is less likely to attack friends. Whenever they look at human, they just sort of stare at them. And then they become God, or an incarnation of God, because in Kimono Friends lore, fictional, mythological beings and cryptids can manifest as pure kimono-plasm. That's what the Friends animal creatures are made of. But yeah, they can just manifest sometimes. Like, sometimes kimono, the Sandstar, that's the funny dust, that turns everything into whatever. Sometimes it'll hit a rock and make a Celian. Sometimes it'll hit an animal and make a friend. And sometimes it'll just make a god real, I guess. Just, it'll hit nothing and suddenly Tsukinoko real. But in the also made the 4 cardinal direction gods, like White Tiger, Black Tortoise and Snake, the Vermilion Bird, and the Azure Dragon, and the Golden Dragon. It turns them into real friends. Real beings, but like friends. Wild that gods just straight up exist. Were manifested. Anyway, they protect Jafari Park in the original game and in the games and media set around the time of the original Jafari Park opening. So yeah, they're just chilling, and then the eruptions happen, and the Jafari Park is destroyed. We know what happens to the 4 cardinal direction gods and Celian. If you didn't know, Selvin is a Celian clone of Serval from the original game, and she features in the games set around the time of the original game, but the 4 gods and Selvin don't appear in the games set in the future in 2,000 years forward, and we know that because they sacrificed their lives to become the 4 control terminals and the filter, because the 4 control terminals, if you noticed, were named after the 4 cardinal direction gods, because they are the 4 cardinal direction gods, and the filter is apparently Selvin. Like, apparently that's what happened to Selvin after the original game, and after, I guess, Kimono's Friends 3, because that's set before the anime stuff. Which is wild, rip them. Anyway, obviously, that means that the original White Tiger has become a rock. In the manga, the beast, Siberian Tiger, becomes the new white tiger, which is how she gets the ability to beat the stuffing out of the giant tree cerulean. And then everyone loves her, and she calms down, and everyone gives her pets, and it's very sweet, and an interesting end to her arc. Anyway, I then looked up what happened to her in the anime, and a rock falls on her and she dies. Like, that's certainly a way to end a character, I suppose. And like, apparently the anime focuses on the games, and like, when I was reading the manga, I thought, the through line of the second season is memories, because all the games are like recreations of the stuff the park had, and like, in fairness, apparently like there is a focus on memories even in the anime, and I think that's a nice through line, because you can't have, I mean, you can have the same story, but new studios, they're gonna have to try to, they're not gonna up the previous one, because that was a lot of heart. So they tried to go for a new theming, and it was like, we introduced Sparkle into the series, which is memories and emotions and stuff, which aren't really mentioned in the original anime, and just focus on memories. So they go around and they look at the drawings and try to find them, and they learn about memories and Serval's forgotten memories, and all that. That's a nice thing. Like, it touches on how Aardvark lost her memories, and how even though she's lost them, she still feels bad, or how the playground isn't just made out of nowhere, it's a recreation of what was once here, and you know, it's nostalgia, because Kieran is apparently human from 2,000 years ago, possibly the last one, or one of the last, at least, and so knew what Japari Park was like back in its heyday. So that's nice. I thought that was a nice theming, but apparently it doesn't really pay off in the anime. Also, again, RIP Domestic Dog. Once again, utterly robbed of everything, I guess. Also, like the two Birds of Paradise, whatever they're called. Fucking nothing happened with them, even in the manga. Just they were around. They just were around, and then they didn't do anything. Just what are they called? Greater Lotharina and what's their name? Western Perotia. Just they were around, gave Kieran a couple prophetic visions, then did nothing. Just 10 out of 10 use of two interesting characters. Well, interesting character designs, can't exactly call them interesting characters considering how little they did. But yes. I don't like those birds though. I watched a lot of nature documentaries with my family when I was younger, and they're birds I like. So I'm glad they're kind of toony. Honestly, when I saw them first show up, I thought it was Crow and Western Perotia, because like Crow's toony of all hell and has future vision in Kingdom. So I thought it was her, but no, it's not. Which is a shame, but oh well. Anything else I want to talk about? Let's talk about stuff I like about it. God, Severine is cute. Like, holy hell. Like, gosh darn is Severine cute. Like, baby, like, holy shit. Holy goddamn, she's adorable. And also, why I love her, like, whenever the topic of, can't you see in the dark? Why are they scared of the dark? Thing, how she always replies, like, it's not that I'm scared of the dark, in spite of being able to see in the dark. I'm scared of the dark because I can see what's there. Very good. Love that. Exceptionally cute. Has been absolutely carrying my team whenever Celine that can actually hurt us appears, because goodness me, I would not be able to beat half a great deal of things without her go-to dash healing, and also like her shield as very good, more useful than any defense friend don't probably, because they are good, but that sweet shield and that sweet healing. Anything else? Apparently Musketeer are closely related to Severine's Keep too, which is, I mean, makes sense, but wild. Which means they aren't deer, I suppose. Maybe? I know, I have not researched this. Anything else I want to talk about? Honestly, I just wanted to chat a bit. I don't really have anything more to say. I've mostly said everything I wanted to say about my plans, what I've been doing, and my plans for the future. Don't have much more to say. I mean, as I said, I got I've already said the stuff I'm openly planning, and I don't really have. I don't want to keep some of the stuff a secret, so don't really got anything more to say. So I think I'm just gonna end the stream here. Still tired. I had a break, but I'm still might be TP of all of this, so I'm just gonna end the stream here. Yeah, I never did develop an outro, so guess I'll see you next time. Have a good one, Miss Hour.